Hello, everybody. My name is Johane Ligonde. I am a woman. I am a female leader. I'm also a mom. I think one of my proudest jobs has been to be a mom. In my day trade, I am also a building principal, a middle school principal. I absolutely love what I do. I've always wanted to be a principal, and that way I'm so incredibly proud of my kids whenever I talk about it. But you know what? The wonderful thing about being a woman is that we're multifaceted and we're multi-talented. We are always doing so many different things. So while I'm a principal, I'm a mom, I'm a sister, I am also an aromatherapist, I'm a healer, I work with my hands, and I absolutely love to teach. So when I think about female leadership, I just think about being courageous and being compassionate. Women of heart are always working hard to take care of other people. And that's what we do as leaders. Leaders give themselves to others and give everything that they have. And one of the things that I think, as far as being a woman and being of Haitian heritage as well, is that we're incredibly proud people, and we always take care of other people and put everybody first before us. And so one of the things I really like to emphasize, especially in my lessons as I teach other women, is to be themselves and to get connected with who they truly are. And what that means is really focusing on their mental state, focusing on their emotional state, focusing on taking care of themselves physically as well as their own spiritual well-being. Taking care of those four elements really develops you as a leader. And what do I mean by that? So really thinking about the quality of your thoughts. How are you thinking? The quality of your emotions. Are you putting yourself, are you taking care of yourself enough that you're feeling good? If you're not feeling good, there's something wrong. So you have to be able to realign. We really go amiss when we don't take care of ourselves and we go ahead and we give so much to other people. So when we talk about leadership, we think about courage, we think about compassion, we think about character. You know, it takes courage to be a leader. It takes courage to be able to make difficult choices. It takes courage to be able to walk alone when no one else is walking with you, when you don't have anybody else to walk before you. So it's really important that you have the courage and the strength of character to make the right choices and to walk by yourself, to be able to carry everybody else along with you. So when I talk about character, what I'm talking about really is having integrity with yourself. We talk about having integrity with the world, but really having integrity with your word. When you're saying what you mean and you're meaning what you say, and you're keeping your own promises to yourself. You know, we keep promises with other people, and at times we don't get enough sleep, so we break our own promises, right? We violate our own self, and that's the part that I really like to emphasize when we're talking, especially to female leaders. So having character, it's not just about taking care of other people. It's not just about making the right choices, but it's with other people. It's really about making the right choices for yourself, taking care of yourself in a way that is so incredibly meaningful in all of the four areas that I mentioned. Taking care of yourself emotionally, taking care of yourself mentally, taking care of your body temple, right? It's so precious. Making sure that you are feeling beautiful and you're exemplifying beauty from the inside out. And of course, taking care of yourself spiritually as well, because we're all connected to a higher being. In order for you to be completely aligned in this life, it is so important that you are connected to the Creator. And we're co-creators with that Creator, and that's what leadership is all about. And we're able to create the world that we inhabit. So part of leadership is paving the way for other people. It's being able to take risk. Again, being courageous and being compassionate. Compassionate means that I'm not necessarily going to go into the pit with you, but I will lend you a hand so that you can lead yourself out of it. So part of that is teaching people how to walk in their own power. How do I empower others so that they can empower themselves and lead their own lives? Everyone is called to be a leader, but not everybody answers that call, especially women. I think sometimes we're afraid, and fear is something that we create. Fear is not real. The only thing that's real is love. So we have to really catch on to love. We have to hold on to love and know that and trust that God and our Creator will carry us through whatever that dream is. Because if there's a dream that's embedded in your heart, it's there for a reason. And sometimes we're afraid to take that leadership role. We're afraid to be the first one making a decision. We're afraid, but you know what? We have to put that fear aside and stand up tall and be ready and be committed to our own dreams and allowing ourselves to dream so that we give others permission to dream as well. So when I think about being a woman and being a Haitian woman especially, it is so incredibly powerful to really go back to our roots. And I think that's where the healing arts come from for me. Myself being a healer and being a Haitian woman, I love nature. So being in nature, I mean, right now I'd be barefoot. I'd be barefoot just walking around because I have to touch the earth. I have to connect with my motherland. And even being in America and being in New York, it's hard, right? It's almost like the concrete jungle. But at the same time, looking at the trees, being in nature, walking in the park, meditating, those are the things that I do to nourish myself. So, I ask you, what do you do to nourish yourself? I have this thing called the Sacred Seven. There are 7 things that I do on a daily basis to nourish myself. Because if you have an empty cup, you can't give anybody else to drink. So you must fill your cup first. And I think as Haitian women, we fail to do that at times. And I think as women in general, whether you're Black, you're white, you're Asian, whatever you are, I think it's our nature as women to just give and give and give without filling our own cup. But we have to be able to have the peace that we want to see, right? We have to have the joy. So we have to cultivate it in ourselves. To be able to do that, you have to practice it. And that's what I choose to do. I choose to practice the things that I preach or the things that I teach because it's so important. So practicing what? Practicing, like I said, the Sacred Seven. What are the Sacred Seven? There are 7 things that I do on a daily basis, no matter what. And I believe if you speak to any great leader, they will tell you that there are things that they do. They have a morning routine. They have a night routine that works so well for them. So I'll tell you a little bit about my routine. So when I wake up in the morning, the first thing that I do is I am so grateful. So I give gratitude. Gratitude that I have breath. Gratitude that I have a life. Gratitude that I'm able to see another day and my children are well and everyone in my life is well. So first thing I do is I give gratitude. The second thing I do is I get my body into movement. I have to move. You have to move your body. I exercise. I sweat it out. I get energized so that my brain can get some activity in it. And then the third thing that I do is I meditate and I pray. Being in silence. They say that prayer is talking to God and meditation is listening to God, is when God is talking to you. So I want that space where I have some level of clarity and that I'm listening to what God is truly putting on my heart. And then I empower myself with reading. I read, whether it be ancient texts, the Bible, the Yoga Vashishta, whatever ancient text that I could put my hands on that will empower me. And after that, I write. Part of it is because I want to write a book. So whatever it is that you're committed to doing, if you're a singer, you need to sing every day. If you're a writer, you need to write every day. If you're a videographer, you better be taking some videos on the street. If you're a photographer, go out there and take some pictures. If you're a teacher, find somewhere to teach, right? You've got to put that into practice on a daily basis. And then I connect with others because we are interdependent. That's what leaders do. Leaders create connections. Not only am I connecting with others, I'm making sure that other people are connecting to each other. So I'm empowering connection. And the last thing that I do is I laugh out loud. I mean, first of all, I have a very loud laugh, but I absolutely love to laugh because it lightens the mood. It also lightens your spirit. When you think about leadership, it's such a heavy load and sometimes it is lonely. But when you feel lonely, it's because you feel disconnected. So that's why it's so important for us to continue to stay connected with other people and remain connected not only with other people, but with yourself. Sometimes we don't even have that chance to really connect with ourselves. And so that's why meditation is important, or finding a quiet space for yourself, right? Just to be able to be and recognize who you are. Go into nature, find that time. And then you know what? When challenges happen, laugh. It's okay. Laugh, laugh, laugh. And that's my word for you. I pray that you are well. I pray that you are happy. And I pray that you find joy in everything that you do and you remain healthy.